Hello, everyone. Sorry. Once again, this is Dare to Speak. Um, I just wanted to take some time thinking about this, and I've been thinking about this for a long time. And I kind of feel like Orson Welles, except smoking a smaller cigar. Having to deal with what I thought was a haunted house, which turned out to be us that was haunted, not the house itself. And the actual perpetrator was my grandmother. There was a lot of scary shit that happened that I haven't mentioned yet. I mentioned some of it already so far. But but of course, like I said, there's only a few. So bear with me on this one because it's going to be very, very messed up. And I don't know if I could even talk about this, but for any of you, whoever know of somebody or ever heard of a particular type of a particular type of story having to do with ritual abuse of what they know and stuff like that. I did a video already called I Was Molested by My Grandmother. I strongly suggest for those of you who haven't watched that yet to actually watch it. That's the title of it. I Was Molested by My Grandmother. And it explained a lot of things of that great deal. And I even talked about how when she was dying, she was in a hospice, and I didn't want to go and see her. I just didn't want to. Not because I hated her, not because I wished anything bad on her or anything like that. Or I had, of course, I did have overwhelming anger. Of course, I did, obviously, but not hate necessarily. I didn't want to go and see her because of the fact that I just did not trust her. I had this gut feeling that I just couldn't trust her. And then for her to die on the actual date, which was November 2nd, it was 2008. To die on the very birthday of my aunt, the one who cursed me, who put a curse on me right after my grandmother died, which I don't think is a fucking coincidence. I think I trusted my instinct, and I just said, I just trusted my feelings, and I said, no, I'm not gonna go and see her. And then my aunt was like, kind of like, not pissed off, but kind of like, in a slightly stern kind of like, why didn't you go and see her? And then, she started apologizing for like asking me all these weird questions of me going into detail about, or whether it's true or not that I was molested by her. And I said, yeah, me and my brothers were. And I kind of felt stupid, but at the same time, she used some kind of a, I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of thing they use in witchcraft that compels somebody to, when you interrogate them, and using this particular spell, it makes them say whatever you want them to know, what you want them to tell you, I mean. And then they find out everything they need to know. This thing went out. I don't smoke cigars that often, just in case if you want to know. Black and Mild is a very good cigar. Um, it was very hard for me to, I guess, for me to stay away from investigating. I felt I had the need to investigate, so for many years, I read books on the occult, on witches, on the paranormal, for whatever, I was just into it. And I guess when my aunt found out that I was kind of like snooping around or doing my own type of investigation, I guess it pretty much was a red flag for her or something. But the thing is, when she died on my aunt's birthday. So I think in my suspicion, knowing that she was gonna die, and she died on her birthday. On her birthday, I mean, she said, "You're gonna take over. You're gonna be the whatever you want to call it, to take over." And I strongly believe that that she's the one. And then for her to put a hex on me, it just makes too much sense. It doesn't make sense for it to be a coincidence that she just happened to die on her daughter's birthday. And I don't know if this means anything, but me born on October 27, it makes me a Scorpio. And my aunt that put a hex on me is also a Scorpio, November 2nd. If anybody knows, I mean, is there anything to it? A Scorpio who's into evil, that kind of evil, and does witchcraft for evil intentions, cursing somebody or hexing somebody who's also a Scorpio, but who's the exact opposite, who wants nothing to do with evil and just wants to, because I had my moments of psychic intuition, one moment of telekinesis. I had, I had three of them, but there was one that was very intense. I wonder if there's anything to that. I don't know if there's anything to that. Um, anyways, the thing is, the actual molestation and the weird stuff that she did, um, look, it's just going to be very hard for me to tell you guys this, but I feel that I have to tell somebody, and it's just really so fucking hard right now. But a lot of the molestations that I remembered and that she done to us, it fucked me up. And it had to do with oral sex, or what you would call cunnilingus, when you perform. And there's a way that they do this to a child, or they condition them, because like I said in that video, my grandmother molested me, and that was the title. That my mother yelled at my grandmother, saying, "Why do you have the door open? And why are you standing here nude? I mean, the children could see you. So and so could actually see you. Close the door. What's wrong with you?" And my grandmother would act like she was dottery or something like that, or just ignorant, even though she was a country bumpkin kind of thing. And she would purposely have the door open so I could watch. And of course, being a little kid, I was like, why is she doing this, or why is she doing that? And then after a while, after the first couple of times of her purposely undoing that, and when my parents weren't home, at 5 years old, I got aroused from it when I saw her do whatever and all these stuff, and I felt it's really hard to explain, but I don't even know if I want to fucking finish this, but there's some kind of thrall or something like that that's done, and there's something something else that was done to it. I just don't want to talk about that part, but I don't know. But I had these images. I think she was trying to she used witchcraft or some kind of post hypnotic suggestion or something to make me forget, or maybe it was just so traumatic that I forgot and just blocked it out of my mind. But I remember flashes and dreams of me doing whatever to her, and I was getting into it, and her telling me that it was my fault. How the fuck can it be your fault? A part of me doesn't. A part of me doesn't understand why. I mean, of course I know why. I mean, I know why things like that happen, and why it happens, and how the whole thing works. It's just, if someone remembers, okay, they remember. I mean, if someone says, well, no one's going to believe you, it sounds, it's a crazy story, okay, I could leave it at that. But for someone to go to great lengths to do you harm just because you remember, I mean, what the fuck? I don't fucking get that. I just don't understand that. Why do I need to be attacked as an adult just because I remembered? Just because certain memories started to surface and it started to make sense, I put the pieces together. Why am I such a fucking threat because of it? That's the one thing I don't understand. I'm just gonna end this here because I'm already getting. If any of you know any of the questions I just asked already in this video, I would like to hear your opinion. Any comments, or even have questions at all, questions or comments, you know what to do and stuff like that. I just hope. I would like to hear your opinion. I really do. Oh man, so fucking hard to do this shit. This is Dare to Speak, and to all of you, take care.